to the brain, the gut-brain paradox. Why paradox? Because you think
it seems so paradoxical. How in the world could the gut have anything to do with this magnificent organ sitting on the top of our head that make us human?
Totally sold on what you're saying. I am buying what you're offering right here, and let you know this. This is just launching. Like, it's being made as we speak. In fact, it doesn't come like right now. It's being like in the middle of the month, or like about
April 28th.
April 28th?
Yep.
It's going to be there, going to ship out. But guess what? With free shipping, with $1 a day, this is last chance from GundryMD. We started with 14,000 of them. 2,400 remaining. Guys, in QVC world, that's nothing. This is the last presentation. So get on the line now. We'll take any calls, 1-800-395-1601. Have any questions for the doc? Already a part of maybe the Mighty Reds. Come on in. We're here for you. 120-day supply, 2 a day. If you're getting these right now,
get 2 of these.
You get 2 big old jars. They're shelf stable, and they taste phenomenal. They taste like a navel orange. A juicy, citrus burst of flavor.
You know that Cara orange?
Yeah.
That's
that kind of flavor.
Yeah, that kind of flavor.
No added sugars, no added alcohol sugars. But what is this going to do? Why has the reaction been so strong? First of all, let me ask you that question. This is about to sell out. There's about 2,300 remaining. It's been a rock star. People have heard about gut health and heard about the need for it. So it's obvious why this is happening. But here's what makes yours different, Doc.
Yep. So I'm going to kind of go to the middle of that graphic. Most people have heard of probiotics, friendly bacteria, right? And most of the probiotics, no offense, that you buy at the grocery store or the health food store, never actually get to where they're supposed to be, which is down in your large bowel, your colon, because they're killed by gastric acid. Okay, these probiotics in Mighty Biotics survive gastric acid. They're designed to make it through and to go down the colon where it's supposed to be.
Well, that's huge. Like,
that's huge.
Who knows that? Nobody knows that,
Not
right?
too many people know that.
Right, okay.
Okay, so that's number one. Now, you got to give the probiotics what they want to eat, which is prebiotic fiber. And we were just talking about prebiotic fiber. So there's 4 grams of prebiotic fiber in here. That's what they want to eat. Now, part of our problem is that we don't have prebiotic fiber in our diet anymore. Prebiotic fiber supports your heart health. That's how I got interested in it. It supports your digestive health. The more you give this to the good gut buddies, the better they are.
The third one is huge.
This is the huge one.
It keeps you feeling full.
Yeah, so if you give these guys what they want to eat, they literally send text messages up to your brain.
Say, I'm good. I'm good.
Say,
right
hey, we're good. You don't have to go looking for anything.
I don't need a muffin right now?
Exactly.
I don't need a candy bar right now?
No.
I don't need a burger in the drive-thru right now with an extra order of fries? No.
But if you're eating that muffin or the candy bar, they hear you chewing, and they say, oh, good, something's good coming down. It never gets to them because there isn't any fiber in those foods.
Probiotics, digestion, gut motility, right, which is your digestive system.
Yeah, having a nice BM,
Gut bacteria, and what's a microbiome?
So a microbiome is, you've got 100 trillion bacteria that live in your gut alone. 100 trillion. There are, believe it or not, 8 times more bacteria in your gut than there are trees in the entire planet Earth.
So what is that? What does that number
It's
mean?
a tropical rainforest down there. And that tropical rainforest, the more tropically rainforest it is, the more different creatures in there, the healthier you are.
I see.
And most of us, unfortunately, have a desert wasteland. We've starved them to death.
Well, but it's that story that you used. By the way, we'll clarify that in a second. This is 4 grams of prebiotic. Is it called? Tribac?
Tribac. Yeah. So these are actually probiotics that have been shown to actually make it past gastric acid and colonize your gut.
Guess what? We are now down to 2,000 remaining, everybody. 14,000 is how we began. 14,000 at midnight. It's not even 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and there's 2,000 remaining. So bring it home. Try. There's no advance order on this. This is it. This is what we have. 2 a day. You can have more than one. They're shelf stable. But here's what's happening. Here's why it's going to be the last presentation. People are picking up more than one set. In fact, if you come and take a look at a year's supply, 120 days, 120 days, 120 days, right? Take a look at that. Get 3 of these. When you do, you got a year's supply. You save $25, $50, $75, $100, right? You just keep on going.
Yeah.
You save a lot of money by stocking up and saving right now because it's only available here on QVC. It's free shipping. I say that stock up because there's no auto delivery on this because we can't ship gummies in the summer. So the time is now to pick it up and bring it home. And
Rick, you remember when we introduced Mighty Red
Yes,
on this show?
I do.
And we were shocked that people would maybe just buy one, and then they'd be calling GundryMD and say, I'm out of Mighty Reds, I need some more. And I'm going, I don't have any. We sold out from QVC. And I predict that this is exactly what's going to happen. And I don't want people to be disappointed. This is all I made.
Okay, this story, with all the analogies you brought up earlier, last hour, here's the one that stuck in my mind. You use this idea of you're living in Palm Springs, right?
Yep.
Got to practice there. Throws down grass seed. I want the grass to grow. Boom, I did my job. I got the grass seed. That grass seed analogy is what?
Yeah, so the
probiotic?
probiotic is grass seed.
Now, what you're not doing is you're not watering it.
Right, so you throw it out on the sand in the desert, and the folks come back in and say, hey, you sold me bad grass seed.
Right.
Didn't grow. And I said, well, did you fertilize it?
No.
No, you didn't tell me to. Fertilizer is this prebiotic.
And did you water it? No.
Water it.
So that brings us over to here, to what's happening,
Correct.
right?
That's what's been the most amazing advancement in gut health. That, yeah, you can take probiotics. Yeah, you can take prebiotic fiber to feed them, but you gotta energize the system with what are called postbiotics. So postbiotics are what happens from fermentation. And we know fermentation. Beer is fermented, wine is fermented.
Yes.
Vinegar is fermented. So it turns out that those are all postbiotic containing compounds. Sauerkraut, classic fermented postbiotic. Kimchi, we use fermented oat powder to actually produce these postbiotics.
1,800 remaining. 1,800 remaining. We started with 14,000. Okay, got the analogy. I got the grass seed. I fertilized. I watered. I got the pre, the pro, and the post.
Correct.
Okay, now it's in my gut. Now it's in my gut. Now, again, not the sharpest tool here. What's happening now that's so positive? Maybe we got some graphics to help clarify that with all three. What's called the triple action.
Yeah.
What's it doing for my body, for my gut, my brain?
So the dietary fiber in prebiotics feed the good guys. Now the bad guys, the great news is we've got bad guys and good guys in our gut. Quite frankly, most of us have mostly bad guys in our gut. They've crowded out the good guys. But the prebiotic fiber give the good guys something to eat, and the bad guys can't eat it. The bad guys want a donut, but they can't eat this stuff. But the good guys do, so they grow and they crowd out the bad guys. The probiotics in here get down to where they do the action, down in your colon. They don't work up in your stomach or your small intestine. They got to get down in the colon. And these probiotics get there. Unlike, I got 12 billion units of, probiotics. It's not going to get to where it needs to go. But the really exciting thing is, this is the first triple biotic product.
Meaning the postbiotic.
The postbiotic. The postbiotic is really what lights the fire to get this all happening. And there's been some really cool studies that show without postbiotics, that fire never gets lit.
Postbiotic, check. Probiotic, check. Prebiotic, check. All in one, making its debut today. All here, all now. There's a catch. Price will go away, or if it sells out, we have no idea when this is coming back. Right? Hey, it's a Diamonique ring. Bring it back. Susan Graver top. Bring it back. Do what we can. We don't know when it's coming back, but it's here now. April 28th. This is like being made as we speak. Just launched. 1,500 now remaining, guys. That's going to do it. This is going to sell out. This is the last look at it. Final presentation. Come back at 3. Come back at 4 tonight. Nuh-uh. Come back at 5. If it sells out, not. And then, I'll just wait for the auto delivery or when it comes back next week. No, there's no auto delivery. In fact, you come back in the summer, we're not shipping gummies in the summer.
Correct.
So to get an entire year's supply, usually you pay 24, 24, and 24. You got a year's supply.
And here's the other thing. Okay, you can go buy probiotics. You can go buy prebiotic powder. You could even buy one of my postbiotic products. But you're not going to enjoy eating it. You're just, you're going, oh my gosh, there's 6 pills I got to swallow.
So let's go through those. I need the probiotics. I want to get the probiotics. This is giving you the postbiotics and the pre, which is the kind of like the synergy. It's the synergy. It's not the separation of the 3.
Yep.
I'm not the very unscientific way. It's the synergy of the 3 that gives the magic, right?
You got to have all 3.
No pills here.
That's right.
No shots.
No shots.
No powders.
No holding your nose
No
while
holding
you're
your
eating
nose.
these powders.
Got it. So none of that. All delicious. All easy to access. All from the dock. I love it. What are we seeing up here? I'm seeing the oranges. What else we got here?
So the oranges give the flavor. The beetroot, which is a really great prebiotic in itself and has nitric oxide producing, that's the color. So it comes from the beetroot. So this is all natural colors. There's no artificial flavoring. There's nothing. Everything you see here in all my products come from the real deal.
So more graphics coming up because we're down to the last 30 minutes of this presentation for you to get it. So here's what's in it. Here's what's not in it. We show the triple action, the synergy of the 3.
There we go.
And on the left, what's in it. And that's right on the label. One line on prebiotic fiber. I think you really dove into that. 2 billion of the CFU Tribac probiotic.
Yep.
And then
there's 3 different probiotic strains that have been proven in human trials.
Where do they come from? Where do they come from for you to put them in the gummies?
We grow them.
You grow them.
Yeah, we grow them.
1,300 remaining. And then what is a Keystone postbiotic?
I'm glad you asked. So we now know, thanks to the Human Microbiome Project, yes, there was such a thing, we've been able to characterize all the different bugs that live in our gut. And there's thousands of them. And we know who they are. Some of the bugs are far more important than the other bugs. And what's really exciting is we call these keystone species, like keystone on an arch of a bridge.
Like Pennsylvania, the Keystone State.
Exactly. Sure. Funny you mentioned that. Yeah. So that's where the keystone comes from. So keystone species are the ones that really do the real heavy lifting of making this tropical rainforest what it is. Most of us are devoid of keystone species. So with this fermentation process, we've made those keystone species postbiotics available in something delicious.
Something delicious that gives you the trifecta, the triple action, the synergy of the pre, the power of the pro, and then the one that really makes the 2 come alive is the postbiotic.
Yep.
All done for $24. $24 on a credit card right now, or 24 and 24. I'm going to come back here if you would, because this is the year supply.
Yeah.
Because we're down to about 1,000 remaining, guys, out of 14,000. So 2, 4, 6, right?
Yep.
120 days, 120 days, 120 days, really close to a year. You're going to be good to go. They're shelf stable. Can I have them with other kinds of food if I want to?
Oh, absolutely.
In the morning.
The more the better in a way.
After a meal. No problem whatsoever. At night, going to work for me at night.
Yeah, that's the great thing. It doesn't jack you up. It doesn't make you uncomfortable.
Not a caffeine rush.
No, there's
it's
no
not a sugar rush.
No, exactly.
One of the things that that wowed me about this, about so many of the things that are happening, is that feeling full. Because there's a lot. By the way, I don't know if you know, there's a lot of shots and things out there right now that are doing things, that are doing a lot, and making people feel full and all these kinds of things, right? But that is a communication. Why do I feel full? I'll ask you that question.
Well, I'm glad you asked. Believe it or not, those gut bacteria, if you give them what they want to eat, they make GLP-1, which is the injectable. Which we know.
Wow.
And they make another cool hormone called CCK. and another cool hormone called leptin that go to your brain and say, our needs are met. You don't need any more food.
I'm getting this.
And unfortunately, they're not getting